Hi, kami ang pamimig.
Hi, we are Team Asia's
Isas Mechanical.
Mechanical. I'm Sandra Lopez,
I am Sangre Alena.
and here's our position paper entitled Exposing
Exposing
Domestic
domestic abuse
Abuse
on
on
media
Media
platforms.
Platforms,
The
the
case
case for
of responsible
responsible
reporting.
reporting.
Introduction. What constitutes as abuse? Abuse refers to harmful actions, physical, emotional, psychological, sexual, and economic intended to control, dominate, or harm another person. In the Philippines, the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act RA 9262 de- defines domestic abuse broadly, including physical harm, threats, intimidation, and economic deprivation. Philippines Commission on Women PCW 2013. Globally, the World Health Organization WHO 2021 describes abuse as any pattern of behavior in a relationship that causes physical, sexual, or psychological harm. This means abuse is not only about physical violence, but also about the patterns of control and power that stripe victims of dignity and freedom.
Analysis. What is the root cause of abuse? Domestic abuse often stems from unequal power relations, gender inequality, and cultural norms that tolerate violence, according to Barres et al. 2022 and Unifi A et al. 2021. Economic stress and substance abuse may worsen the situation, but they are not the root cause. Abuse thrives when patriarchy, silence, and impunity prevail, making women and children more vulnerable. B. On what grounds can a typical case of domestic abuse reach the judicial court? In the Philippines, domestic abuse cases can reach the courts through RA 9262, which allows victims to file criminal and civil complaints against perpetrators. PCW 2023. Legal remedies include protection orders, custody decisions, and financial support. However, many cases remain unsupported due to fear, stigma, or lack of access to legal aid, according to Philippine Statistics Authority 2022 and the Department of Justice 2021. Internationally, justice is often pursued when abuse violates human rights and treaties and national laws on gender-based violence. C. How does fear play a role in the victim's decision, and how does the abuse utilize it? Fear is a powerful tool that keeps victims silent. Abuses often threaten further violence, economic deprivation, and or harm to children if victims seek to help, according to WHO 2019, Galvez and Cruz 2022. Survivors may fear social stigma or disbelief, which discourage them from reporting. Abusers exploit this fear to maintain control, making it harder for victims to break free.
Arguments. Why is abuse a controversial topic in the media? Abuse becomes controversial because media can either empower survivors or sensationalize their pain. Some outlets focus on scandals and blame, which re-traumatize victims, while others highlight systematic violence and push for reform. Lean 2024. Link and Burn 2025. UNESCO Im- IMPI 2019 stresses the poor reporting practices which reinforce harmful stereotypes. What is the general public's views on portraying abuse relationship of any kind of various platforms? The public has mixed reactions. Responsible coverage raises awareness and promotes justice, but sensationalized reports are criticized for invading privacy. Sokawati and Hassan 2024. Chu Chu et
Chua.
Chu
Chua
ay
et al.
Chua et al. 2023. Philippines campaigns such as the
Bow, bow
ay,
free
Vow Free
Philippines.
Philippines show that when abuse is framed as a rights issue, public support and survivor protection increases. PCW 2023 Valdez et al. 2022. Letter C. How can media exposure potentially affect how the general public views classic case of abuse? Exposure can exposure can educate society and pressure governments to act. For example, social media movements like Vows Free PH have mobilized support for survivors and strengthened legal action. PCW 2023 Chua Kemet 2023. However, execu- excessive focus
Focus
on
on
dramatic case may create a distorted picture, making people overlook everyday abuse that does not reach headlines. Tan 2023 UNFPA 2021.
Conclusion. On what grounds do you stand? We stand on the principle that media portrayal or domestic abuse should always prioritize survivor protection, dignity, and justice. Responsible reporting can save lives, while responsible coverage can cause harms. B.
B. Is portrayal of abuse on various platforms a good thing or a bad thing? Portrayal of abuse is a good if done ethically, raising awareness, fighting stigma, and holding perpetrator accountable. However, it becomes harmful if it sensationalizes, blames victims, or violates survivors' rights. Media must therefore follow international and national guidelines to ensure its reporting is survivors centered and justice driven.
So that's it, our possession paper. Once again, thank you so
So,
much. We are the Asia's
Mechanical.
Mechanico. I'm Sanyo Lopez.
I am Sandra Elena.
And bye. See you
See
on
you
the
on
next video.